Hi guys, it's me, Skylar Capri, and today we're talking about Bath & Body Works release timelines for spring of 2025. Now, I know a lot of you are getting antsy and excited about Disney that's dropping tomorrow, as well as the Easter collection and the tropical and summer collections that are starting to roll in. So I wanted to quickly walk you through what we can expect from Bath & Body Works this spring. I'm going to compare it to last year as well, and so you'll be able to see how the spring launches really do differ from the fall launches. If you're returning, welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. We do all things Bath & Body Works, especially the body care on my channel. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's get right on into the video. All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and start with the 2025 launches that happened this week, or we can expect before the end of February. There are 3 of them, and we're gonna start off with our first launch, which launched on February 13th, totally online, in stores, you name it, and that was the Tropicals flagship collection. Now, the Tropicals flagship collection launches every year, and it includes things such as Waikiki Beach Coconut, Pink Pineapple Sunrise, Bahamas Passion Fruit and Banana Flower, those types of tropical scents. That one launched on February 13th. It should be available absolutely everywhere. If you would like a more detailed video, including the pricing, the packaging, and just my thoughts on the scents, I do have one of those up, which will be in the cards right now. But yes, Tropicals did launch on February 13th. We saw something very similar in 2024. Tropicals launched around February 9th. So as far as timeline goes, they are right on time. Now, the next launch that we are getting in 2025 is the Bath & Body Works X Disney Princesses collaboration full launch. Now, this one did have a preview launch, sort of a limited preview on February 11th and February 12th earlier this week, but the full launch is expected to be in stores, on the line, and then on the app tomorrow, February 16th. This is very exciting for a lot of people. There are a lot of Disney fans out there that really are pumped up for this collection, so that one will be launching tomorrow. And then the next collection that I say that we can confidently confirm launching before the end of February is Easter. Now, Easter in 2024 launched on February 15th, very close to Valentine's Day, but last year we didn't have a huge collaboration sort of in the middle of those two. Now we have the Disney collaboration in the middle of Valentine's Day and said Easter launch. So when I talked to the sales associate, she did say that Easter they think is going to come out around the 21st, at least in stores. Now, we have had some Easter products, and when I say some Easter products, I mean 2 travel size fine fragrance mist in Tutti Frutti Candy and Sweet Carrot Cake that have sort of been on the website and in select stores. Some people have been finding them. Some people have been saying my store has them in the back, but they're not putting them out yet. So Easter can be expected sometime within the next week, but definitely before the end of February, which, comparing that to 2024, is not completely off of that February 15th timeline. But when you have such a big collection such as the Bath & Body Works X Disney Princesses collection, you can definitely see how Easter will need to be pushed just a little bit. But that wraps up the 2025 confirmed launches that we have so far, really taking us out through the end of February. Now we're going to dive into what we saw in 2024 and how we can sort of translate that into expectations for the 2025 spring launches. All right, comparing the February 2025 launches to February of 2024. In February of 2024, we got 6 total launches, 3 of which were standalone or signature fragrances, and then 3 of which were collections. So the collections we got in February of 2024 were the Tropical Collection, very similar to 2025, the same for the most part flagship fragrances. We also got the Easter Collection in 2024 on February 15th. A lot of people excited about Easter, a lot of people excited about the Tutti Frutti Candy fragrance. And then the last collection we got that launched in February of 2024 was a wellness collection. Now, not only did they do the collection launches, they also did the standalone fragrances. One of these is my all-time favorites, would love to see it back this year, but they launched Calypso Clementine. If you remember that one, it had bright bright orange packaging and really did smell like a fresh peeled clementine. They also launched Tropidelic, which is one of my favorite fragrances. It had ylang-ylang and had a very nice sort of sexy, mature, tropical vibe. I own that one in the mini perfume spray. Absolutely love it. Would love to see that one back. And then the last one they did was Brightest Bloom. Brightest Bloom was truly a nice floral fragrance. It had Lily of the Valley in it. I want to say it also had jasmine or peonies, some other flower variant. I did not like that one in the body care, but I actually am using it in the hand soap for springtime, and I really enjoy it in the hand soap. And honestly, the home fragrance, I feel like in the body care, it was just a little bit too floral leaning for me. But comparing the 2024 launches to the 2025 launches, obviously in 2025, we got way more collections. We didn't get any standalone fragrances, and the only really standalone fragrance that we've gotten this year is the Bath & Body Works X Sweethearts Forever Sweets collaboration. I'm not sure if Bath & Body Works is trying to stray away from the standalone fragrances. Obviously, late last year, we got a couple. We got Perfect in Pink, we got Platinum. I don't consider Bright Christmas Morning to be standalone, although they did release it in its sort of own unique packaging. I feel like they should have just put that one in with the Polar collection. But typically in the spring, we do see a lot more standalone than we are seeing this year. So interested if Bath & Body Works is trying to go more of the collaborations while keeping with the every year launches, which is the tropical collection, rather than keeping with the everyday launches or the every year launches and doing a standalone. So really trading the standalones for the collaborations. Not sure if that's what's happening. Definitely have noticed that this year. We're going to move on into March of 2024 and really compare that into what I think could be happening in March of 2025. Now, getting into March of 2024, I'm going to compare the March 2024 drops to anything we have seen in 2025. And then if there isn't a comparable, I'm going to say whether I think they're going to come out with something similar or the collection they're going to come out with instead. So sort of my predictions or what I would like to see for March of 2025. So starting off, March of 2024, pretty similar spread to what we saw in February of 2024. March of 2024 had 3 collection launches and then 2 standalone fragrance launches. As far as the collection goes, they had the Bridgerton collaboration, the original Everyday Luxuries launch, as well as the Apple, Lavender, and Musk. Those 3 fragrances launched. The 2 standalone fragrances were Gingham Unstoppable, as well as Dressed in White, which was paired with a men's fragrance scent for sort of a his and hers collection. Starting from the beginning with the Bridgerton collab. Now, this year, we've already seen 2 collaborations. We've seen the Bath & Body Works X Sweethearts collaboration. We've also seen the Bath & Body Works X Disney Princesses collaboration. So as far as collaborations go, 2025 is already winning. It is 2-1. So I do believe the Bridgerton collaboration was the first collaboration that Bath & Body Works has done in years. And I want to say after Bridgerton, it was Crocs, and then Stranger Things, and Emily in Paris, and so on and so forth. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say it was Bridgerton first and then Crocs. But that one really did start off much of the collaborations that we have seen really throughout the end of 2024 and into 2025. So as far as collab fragrances go, we are definitely doing good in 2025. Now, the next collection we saw was the Everyday Luxuries collection. This was the original Everyday Luxuries collection, which only came out in the Fine Fragrance Mist, and the majority of these, if not all of them, have been discontinued. Now, earlier this year in January of 2025, we got a new Everyday Luxuries collection, which included not only the Fine Fragrance Mist, but also the full-size body cream, the full-size body wash, and then a mini perfume spray. And I want to say the mini Fine Fragrance Mist. Definitely mini Fine Fragrance Mist of the Everyday Luxuries in that set. I don't know if they're sold separately, but I want to say they are, and I saw them online. So as far as Everyday Luxuries collection go, between 2024 and 2025, we are right the exact same. The next collection that we saw in 2024 was Gingham Unstoppable. Now, if you're not familiar with how the Gingham collection works, it really started off with one Gingham fragrance, and then they just started releasing Gingham variants. So it started off with Gingham, which is just a very kind of fresh, clean laundry fragrance. And then I'm not exactly sure the order, so these are not in order, but they've done Gingham Gorgeous, Gingham Fresh, Gingham Vibrant, Gingham Glow, Gingham Heart of Gold. Last year it was Gingham Unstoppable. So they do like to do a Gingham variant. I want to say Gingham Glow is the orange one, and that happened in fall of 2024. But I want to say the other ginghams really came out in the spring, early summertime. So I would not be shocked to see a gingham variant happening this year. I feel like because they put Gingham Fresh, which is the green one, for winter semi-annual sale, and it's sort of been in and out of stores, I wouldn't be surprised if they're introducing a new gingham in March. I think it would work well. I think a lot of people love those fragrances, and because they saw decent success with Vanilla Romance, Perfect in Pink, and Platinum, I wouldn't be surprised to see another gingham variant coming out in March of this year. Now, the next collection they did was Dressed in White, which was the him and hers sort of wedding collection. You had the Dressed in White, which was the signature collection one, which I want to say that one was like really powdery, floral, you know, sort of your basic floral kind of white creamy fragrance. And then the men's collection version was called At First Sight or something like that, and they were meant to sort of be a pair. I think that was a very creative idea, and we did see Dressed in White on the website as an online exclusive. Not sure if it is still available, but I feel like they're not going to do another wedding themed collection this year. It just doesn't make sense. It's very kind of, I don't know. I don't know how you would launch that and people wouldn't go, didn't you just do this last year? It wouldn't be different enough to do a wedding collection. Now, I do think that they could be doing a standalone fragrance. Not sure what that standalone fragrance would be, but a lot of people loved Vanilla Romance, which was a spicy, kind of mature vanilla fragrance. It had cardamom in it, which really gave it that spicy note. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to do a vanilla variant for spring because that one did so well. I do think that would be interesting, but you'll see in just a couple seconds the one I'd really like to see for spring. But the next one that they launched in March of 2024 was a three-piece collection, Apple, Lavender, and Musk. They were sort of one fragrance notes fragrances regarding the name, but I believe the Apple one had like apple, strawberry, and something, so it was just a very odd collection. I don't believe this one was around very long, and it almost reminds me of the Clean Vibes collection we got earlier this year in 2025, which included Amber Blush, which really isn't the original Amber Blush, Vanilla Suede, and Sunwash Santal. So I saw very similar vibes with those. Obviously, that Clean Vibes collection has already launched, so if that were to take its place, those would sort of cancel out, leaving March open for new releases besides another gingham variant. So for March, my predictions and what I would love to see, I would love to see a Gourmand Bakery spring collection. Now, I'm going to tell you my logic behind this, and then also collections that I feel like have had great success, and people have been asking for these fragrances to come out again, and spring would be the perfect time to launch. So if you remember, last year, fall of 2024, I want to say around August, either late August, early September, or honestly even earlier than that, they did a three-piece fall bakeries collection, including the scents Blueberry Bundt Cake, Pumpkin Swirl Cake, and Strawberry Pound Cake. It was a gourmand take on sort of a fall bakeries collection. A lot of people loved it. I feel like they had very good sales from that. I know Blueberry Bundt Cake was constantly sold out, and a lot of people loved the cream cheese note in the Pumpkin Swirl Cake. So very successful gourmand collection. Now, a gourmand collection in spring is what I'm predicting and what I would love to see. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they do maybe one or two scents that are new, but I feel like they're gonna bring back some of our favorite gourmands in the spring, those including things such as coconut cream pie, which I know a lot of people have been saying, please bring this one back. And the reason I'm pulling this one is because I'm remembering back to, I want to say 2021, 2022, they did that sort of gold collection with, I want to say it's pear macaron, peach prosecco, no, it's peach prosecco macaron, pear creme brulee, coconut cream pie, and then like iced rosé or something. It was a very springtime gourmand collection, and I feel like that or the collection including strawberry pound cake, iced lemon pound cake, sweet petal pound cake, something like that is something I'd love to see in March. And I feel like because the gourmands did so well in fall, they might try and translate that into spring. Now, this is not to say that this is coming out. This is not a spoiler. I have no idea when they are doing in March. That's just my prediction and something I would like to see based off what did so well last year. I feel like this would be a very smart move on their part, especially because the Disney x Bath and Body Works Princesses collaboration does include a lot of florals. I feel like those people that really enjoy those vanillas, gourmands, caramels, everything like that are kind of missing out. So I feel like they might be doing something like that in March. But I would love to hear your predictions down below, what you guys would like to see. I hope you guys found this helpful, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.